You're watching USA News Hub, your home for breaking headlines, trending sports stories, and exclusive updates from across the nation. Before they became the biggest rivals in women's tennis, before the Grand Slam battles, Iga Swiatek quietly hoped for something surprising, something she finally admitted about Coco Gauff, just before their 2022 French Open final. Before the world knew them as two of the brightest stars in modern tennis, Iga Swiatek and Coco Gauff stood on opposite sides of the court in the 2022 French Open final. One already a Grand Slam champion, the other just 18 years old and stepping into the brightest spotlight of her young career. Today, in 2025, both women have reached new heights. Iga Swiatek has added Wimbledon to her Grand Slam collection, dominating Amanda Anisimova with a stunning 6-0, 6-0 victory. Coco Gauff has become a two-time Grand Slam champion after lifting the French Open trophy, the very same trophy Swiatek beat her for 3 years earlier. Their rivalry is one of the most exciting in women's tennis. Their styles are different, their personalities are different, but their respect for each other has only grown with time. And now, a resurfaced quote from 2022 reveals something touching and surprising that Iga Swiatek said about Coco Gauff right before that Roland Garros final. What did she hope for? How did she really view the 18-year-old American? And why does her message matter even more today? Let's break it down. A rivalry born in Paris. The year was 2022. Coco Gauff was still a teenager, talented, fearless, and full of promise. Iga Swiatek was already a dominant force on clay, preparing to win yet another French Open title. Most fans expected Swiatek to win the match easily, and she did. But what mattered more happened before the first ball was even hit. In her pre-final press conference, Iga Swiatek said something that spoke volumes about the respect and admiration she already had for Coco, even when the world still saw Gauff as a rising junior. What Iga Swiatek said about Coco Gauff. Her words were honest, raw, and surprisingly personal. Here's what Swiatek said: "I feel like she's been on tour longer than me, and she's only 18. Coco has great potential, and I hope she will keep improving. I think this tournament has shown she is on the right path." That one line, "I hope she will keep improving," carried more weight than fans realized at the time. Because Swiatek didn't just see Coco as a future rival. She saw her as a future star. Someone who could push her. Someone who could elevate the women's game. Someone who deserved success. But then Swiatek shared a memory that most people had never heard before, a memory from their junior days that changed everything. Teenage Swiatek versus Teenage Gauff. Swiatek went back to 2018, long before the fame, long before the headlines. She remembered Coco Gauff winning the French Open junior title at just 14 years old. Swiatek remembered being there, and losing in the semifinals. She said, "I remember Coco winning the French Open juniors in 2018 when I really wanted to win. I didn't play against her though, because I lost to Katie McNally in the semifinals." Then came the honest, relatable moment. When Coco won, she was only 14, I was like, great. I worked so hard and a girl 3 years younger than me is winning junior Grand Slams. It was tough for teenage me to take. That admission shocked fans. Because it revealed something very human. Even the calm, composed Swiatek once felt the sting of being overshadowed by someone younger. But the story didn't end there. Swiatek continued, "When I got to meet her more on the WTA tour, I could see she was staying on a really good level and she deserves her success. This wasn't rivalry. This wasn't disrespect. This was admiration, pure, honest admiration." Swiatek didn't just hope Gauff would improve. She hoped Coco would succeed. She hoped Coco would rise. She hoped Coco would become the kind of competitor who pushes the entire sport forward. And 3 years later, that's exactly what Coco Gauff has become. Fast forward to 2025, both are champions now. In 2025, both athletes are living up to the potential Swiatek once saw. Iga Swiatek in 2025 won her first Wimbledon title. Defeated Amanda Anisimova 6-0, 6-0. Continued her dominance on clay. Remained one of the most consistent players on tour. Coco Gauff in 2025 won the French Open. Claimed her second Grand Slam. Became one of the biggest American stars in tennis. Faced criticism for double faults but still found ways to win. Both women have flaws. Both have faced criticism. Both have evolved. And both are now at the center of women's tennis. exactly what Swiatek hoped would happen. Why Swiatek's words matter more today. Rivalries in sports are often portrayed as battles, winners versus losers, enemies versus enemies. But this rivalry is different. Swiatek and Gauff respect each other. They push each other. They elevate the WTA Tour. Swiatek's words from 2022 show us, she saw Coco's greatness early. She recognized her potential before the world fully did. She wanted Gauff to keep rising, not fall. She believed that women's tennis needed a star like Coco. And now, in 2025, with both of them holding Grand Slam titles, we can see how true those words really were. Before the trophies, before the ranking battles, before the headlines, Iga Swiatek quietly hoped for Coco Gauff to grow, to rise, and to become a champion. In 2022, it sounded like encouragement. In 2025, it sounds like prophecy. Because today, the two women stand as giants, rivals, icons, and the future of women's tennis. And this rivalry? It's only just getting started. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story that's shaping America and the world. We'll see you in the next update.